historic Catch One nightclub in Los Angeles was the site of a World AIDS Day town hall meeting sponsored by the men's group In the Meantime. The agenda, addressing the alarming HIV infection rates among Black, gay, and bisexual men in Los Angeles County.
How do we reduce the rate of HIV infection among Black, gay men in Los Angeles County by 50%?
One way is to find out why those groups of people that we want to get tested are not getting tested.
You have to meet them where they hang out, at the clubs, at the different areas that they go and hang out.
Is look at what motivates behavior. You have all these different scenarios that we keep talking about. If you start looking at each what motivates those behavior and all the stories you keep hearing back in and out, if you're doing messaging and do messaging specific to circumstances, a situation that people can really identify with, that's a different approach.
Are there any like big brother or little brother type programs?
And I'm glad you brought it up. It's the mentoring that happens between people who are positive and people who are not positive. That's something that's really gotten lost.
A lot of us Black men, Black boys, we used to be, we were neglected. You know, you can't even probably fathom how many times, just as being Black men, how many people have told us that homosexuality is wrong. And then now we have to admit that we're a statistic. We are now HIV positive. It's very difficult.
When you think about like the role of institutions like the Black church, I feel like, you know, like it's slim to none, you know, to where I can go to, you know, an old school traditional church and be like, hey, you know, this is what it is, this is what I like doing. You know, who can I talk to about this? You know, and not condemning me, but just having like an open discourse.
I think right now what's missing is the conversation, the dialogue, as you know, for sex. The young men I deal with them on a regular basis, they don't have anyone to talk to about sex on a real level.
A lot of people don't want to self-identify themselves as gay. And so that probably limits their motivation to go out and get tested.
People have the choice to get a test or not. And among people who are positive, they have a choice whether or not to go see a doctor. And among people who go see a doctor, they still have a choice whether or not to get on meds or not. And those are three areas where we're really struggling.
There's an answer to that question. The concern that I have is that that answer doesn't always come from this room. And so I believe I've heard us get at it, but we are now leaving the solution to someone else by not properly responding to it.
We need to better understand the social and economic and structural conditions of our communities if we want HIV to go away.
The directors of In the Meantime said the feedback from the town hall meeting will not fall on deaf ears. The suggestions were carefully documented with the intent of implementing some of them throughout the 2012 calendar year. From Los Angeles, for No More Down Low, I'm Janora McDuffie.